When I was on the high school rodeo team in Jackson, Wyoming, my grandpa was my driver. In his Ford F-350 pickup, he hauled me and my horses hundreds of miles to rodeos all across the state. He taught me how to have integrity, how to work hard, how to have grit, how to face adversity, and how to look danger and fear right in the eye and say, "Is that all you got?" I'm pretty sure he's the only person who ever had the title Vice President turned Rodeo Grandpa, and I'm blessed he was mine. After one high school rodeo in Casper, Grandpa drove me to places that had been important to him growing up. He showed me the house he was raised in and told me how he and his brother Bob would shoot rabbits out on the prairie and bring them home for his mom to cook for dinner. He showed me Hat 6 Road, where his dad taught him to drive, and Natrona County High School, where he and my grandma graduated in 1959. For the last stop, he pulled up outside a small house on West Bridge Drive. "You know what that is, Gracie?" he said. "That's where I picked your grandma up for our very first date." On drives to rodeos with my grandpa, he imparted important life lessons. Once, we were talking about how much I like to ride bikes. In response, my grandpa said, "Never ride a bike down the stairs. You will not make it, and your head will go through the drywall." He seemed to be speaking from experience. Dick Cheney was a great rodeo grandpa because he never went anywhere unprepared. You could always count on him to have emergency blankets, flashlights, headlamps, toolkits, different kinds of knives, emergency meals, fly rods, rain gear, pens, and butterscotch lifesavers. Since we usually stayed in the small living quarters of our horse trailer, things got pretty crowded. At one point, the Wall Street Journal got wind that Dick Cheney had turned into a full-time rodeo grandpa and asked to send a reporter to interview him. A few minutes before the reporter was scheduled to arrive, Grandpa and I looked around the living quarters and realized there was stuff everywhere. "Grandpa, we cannot have a Wall Street Journal reporter in here. They're gonna take pictures," I said. "You're right," he said. "Let's shove everything in the bathroom." We ran around and did just that. When we were done, Grandpa looked at me and said, "Gracie, whatever you do, do not let the reporter use the bathroom." Long-haul road trips with my grandpa were extra educational because he did not believe in the use of any navigational devices. We often took the scenic route. He always knew the history of every area we drove through and taught me to stop at all the points of interest markers along the highways. I'll forever see my grandpa in his Stetson right before a barrel race telling me, "Ride hard. Go get him, Grace." And no matter the result, when my run was over, he would say, "Great job, I'm proud of you." My grandpa had a love for the land, a love for his country, and a love for Wyoming.